Yeah, I got you. That's what I'm trying to put together right now.
Okay.
You know, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Let me reset this real quick. Reload this, and here we are.
All right.
And
Good.
we back. We
All
back,
right.
family. We just
Good
stepped
afternoon,
up.
family. How y'all doing? All right. Thank you all for joining us this afternoon slash evening. Uh, After the long holiday, I had the opportunity to spend a little bit of time in Washington D.C. at a conference, and then I was able to hook up with a couple of our Bump family members, Yogi G and
Anna.
Anna. It's Anna.
Oh, crap, my bad.
Yeah, no, you good. And it was interesting to see the energy in the city be what it is, or I'm sorry, the district, because it's not a city. It was, so that was very interesting to see the energy there, how it was changing when you have the National Guard there,
Mm,
and to see them be just as nervous as anybody else, to be honest, about what they were there for.
facts.
You know, you could clearly see that there's a lot of um, uncomfortability there. Most of the residents, though, that I could see, went on about their daily, activities. And thank you very much, sister. I appreciate that. Um, and it didn't affect them, but you could tell that people were looking. People were watching. You know, Many times, the few times that I did get out, and it wasn't a whole lot because I was there for a conference. But the
Right.
times I did get out, and you could see the newer, like the green people that were there, and they would always have their hands like somewhere near. You know how you have your hand on your hip, or you have your hand on,
Right.
your belly or whatever. Where yeah, I know that I can get to my firearm very quickly,
Right.
or whatever else that they had. Now, the, some of the armed security that were in the stores, and they were in the stores, they typically had their hands in the vest, right?
Right.
Not that they couldn't get to their weapon very quickly,
Right.
but you could see that between them just being cool, understanding I'm here for this, and
Mm,
these other people who were not so cool
facts.
being there for some other reason, you could clearly tell a difference between the people that were comfortable and
And
the
the
people
people.
that were uncomfortable.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's cold blooded.
Yeah, that's that this show of force. And I'm gonna tell you, family, this is not DC is not gonna be the only place. Chicago just had a bunch of stuff pop off, and people over there ain't gonna come in here and do nothing. We have to remember that the National Guard is the kind of the lower, and I'm not talking about anybody who's in the guard, but I don't think, and I could be wrong, and please correct me if I'm wrong, they have the same level of training that somebody in the Army or the Marine Corps would be, you know?
I don't want to disrespect them neither, but my uncle used to call them weekend warriors.
Okay, see?
I'm
So,
not trying, and I mean these people who in it. That's what they call them. That's what I grew up. They used to call them weekend
okay.
warriors.
So basically, instead of this being a full time job or whatever for them, like
Right.
they do, what is it? They say like the reserve, right?
Yeah.
One weekend a month, a couple weekends and a couple weeks in the summertime.
See, what did you just say? What times of the day do it be?
Who, me?
Nah, what times of the day you said they? What time do they go training?
Oh, on the weekends.
Oh, okay. So,
Okay.
I'm just telling
That's
you. So,
the
so that's what my uncle. He was in Vietnam. So,
Oh, well, see, well, never
so
mind. We can't. There's no disputing what he's saying.
yeah, he called them weekend
They can, yeah,
warriors.
yeah. See, and that automatically leads to someone who is untrained, which is what we have on the police force too.
Facts.
Untrained, trigger happy. You're in an area where there are a lot of people that don't look like you. So you right off the rip, you got an itchy finger, and anything that somebody says or look at you the wrong way, you might be tempted to, instead of just staying cool and staying out of the way, you might be willing to go ahead on and say, pop off, and here we go.
Here go right here from Mama Quill. They serve 1 weekend per month.
Okay, so that's the National Guard, right? So if that's the National Guard, even though they may get some training, are they trained well enough in order to be able to stand? There we go. Nervous tendencies. That's what I'm talking about.
What up, Loomy?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, brother. That's what I'm talking about. And you can see it. Because if I got my hand on my weapon instead of in my bed and not even talking to people.
Facts.
Hey, how y'all doing? What's going on? How y'all day? I know we here and we bugging y'all. That's the type of BS I'd have been on. I want to, hey man, when you off, let's go to dinner. Cool, meet me over here, such and such. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't trying to have no issue. So even if I agree or disagree with the verdict that I've been given to come down here and look like I'm a harassing force, I want you to be very clear that that's not what I'm here for. Hey, I'm just following orders. That's the order. We was given this order. But if you walk by this store and I'm in this store, I'm talking to everybody. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Y'all good today? I want you to be cool.
But see, they not taught. I mean, I ain't gonna say they not taught, but that ain't with the command that they get. It's a show of force.
Right.
And I agree with you. It's going to an inner city near you. And see, people like the mayor or the governor saying this, he's saying this right now. The mayor's, they saying this right now. When that president ready to make his move, say we come in there, watch who gonna fall in line.
Right, you have to, because that's the law of the land. Is the government, is the federal government's voice, right? So
don't fall in line.
Right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how much y'all know this. If you live in the Michigan area, there's supposed to be some young people who have HIV, right? Hood infected viruses that are acting like they're trying to have a beef in Saginaw and Flint. If this makes national news and they continue to keep it up, then guess what? They'll be in Saginaw. We already had them here once for the water crisis. Now, not to say that it wasn't water crisis, but why are you passing out water and walking the streets when we got people here that can pass out water who eventually that hired them, but you armed? Chicago just 57 shootings or so over the weekend. You think that's going to be the next spot? This is turning into a dictatorial socialist state.
Whether they want to believe it or not.
Whether you want to believe, it's already been a socialist state. It's always been. This ain't no democracy.
Or a theocracy.
Oh,
it might be a theocracy.
Yeah, well, but then where's the Pope at?
I mean, you do. You seeing that as your president. Just think about it. You at.
So you just threw me a curve.
Yeah,
you just threw me a curve. I couldn't even foul tip that boy.
No, just think about it. Just think how this thing is set up. Even though we get in here, because you always say, look, it's a distraction.
Right.
See, everybody saying, oh yeah, Trump doing this. The president only can do so much.
Right. You gotta be allowed to do the rest of the stuff.
Okay, who's allowing him to do this?
You got Congress, you got Congress, you got the Senate, and you got the judiciary.
He even got the legislative. I mean, he got, like you said, the judiciary branch. Think the Supreme Court going against him?
No, because he put him there.
Okay, thank you. That's what I'm saying. He got the courts. He got even. I'll give you an example, a prime example where the Democrats and Republicans fall in line at. What happened with the Jeffrey Epstein thing? Remember when Trump was running?
Right. None of those files is out.
You only had one, Ro Khanna. Yeah. And let's quit acting like these Democrats. And I've been a lifelong voter Democrat. Let's just cut the crap on the Democrats. Them some straight up hustlers.
What do Native Americans say? Y'all heard me say that phrase 1,000 times.
Give it to them again.
Left wing. So you got the donkey and the elephant that belong to the same damn bird.
Just look at it. They get up here. You didn't have Democratic presidents.
Yep.
They didn't have both houses,
right,
Senate and House of
nothing
Representatives.
has changed.
Had it. But when it come down to can we vote every 25 years? Oh, they're ratified to do another 25 years.
Right. They're voting in these Senate and office meetings, committees, to see whether they want to continue to give African people in America the continued right to vote, which was passed in 1965.
Yeah.
So every 25 years, they get a chance to say, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's not that our exercise to vote does right, good or bad. Like, oh, it's a timeout for what people died for. Yeah, and that's no disrespect to our ancestors who died for this right. But if we're not making sure that the person that we put in those positions when we vote for them is doing the bidding of the people that they're supposed to represent, why are we continuing to vote for them?
I agree.
I'm not saying stop voting. I'm saying you got to look deeper at the machine. Because there's things called political action committees that sit around there and say, hey, we'll pay you in order to sit on. And you even see that here, right? Locally.
Oh,
and y'all are more in tune to it locally than I am. But I know they exist.
Oh, facts.
Whether that be a company pay a person and say, we got this money we send behind you, whether it be another ethnic group say that, whatever.
You listen, brother, you spitting out. You talk about you threw me a straight fastball. Right down the middle. Because let's just throw names out there. Let's say AKA Ashley Capital.
Okay.
How's these people getting in, people who wasn't even, and I understand the council people getting in there, but how did the ambassador, she's a councilwoman now, but how did she able to get in the meetings to meet Ashley Capital? They was able to donate to her campaign. Never before, came out of nowhere. But she was able to be in all these meetings with these different businesses. People don't understand what's going on. How you get this? And Eric May's been hollering about this, the dark literature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't, but this is the games that they play. But what we got to be real at, we got to look at who infiltrated the hood. It's them ones you said got HIV.
Right.
Did I say it right?
Yes, sir. You got hood infected viruses.
Yeah, hood infected viruses.
Right.
Short, that's just the new name for sellouts.
No, that's people who act a certain way.
No, but this one I'm gonna tell you that.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I like the way you're going. I like where you're going with this. Come on, let's go.
When you got them type of people, them the people that you put in seats and they come back and look how they turn on their people.
But and what's the alternative?
We got to vote them out. No, really, to be honest with
you can't vote them out. Even if you vote them out, somebody gonna get in there and they still gonna buy the. They still gonna suck on the bottle.
Facts. You know what you got, but you've been saying it. We have to create our own think tanks. Listen, the game plan ain't never changed.
No.
The game plan ain't never changed. Just like you battling up against this machine, you got to go get some people, some thinkers. Yep. We got to go get some people who know how to think and know how to get people motivated. Because right now, what you got is not motivating the people.
Nope, nothing. Because people are just going like, if nothing's going to change, so what's the point?
Yeah.
And what has to happen is that umbilicus for these puppeteers need to be cut. Them lines need to be cut. That's right. Hood infected virus, HIV. Right?
Yeah.
Now, Uncle Mick just threw a different layer on top of the term where I normally use that at. Mm-hmm. Okay. What I normally use that at is the activities and actions that we display that are not in line with what we consider to be right and righteous people. Right. So I love y'all with sisters wearing bonnets and when you out. I don't care what you wear in the house. That is not conducive to the look that we have or we're supposed to have. But, and I'm just using that as an example. I get it. I'm just coming and got my hair done, whatever that happens. But when you use that as a fashion statement, that's problematic. Right? That's problematic. wearing pajamas all the time. Or just the fact that you could what I'm using that term as is like when you have people that being selling drugs. If you ain't selling drugs, you ain't cool. If you're going to school and you think you smart and you white, which is what that ain't cool. You ain't supposed to be doing that. That's what I mean by HIV. Now, Uncle Mick just added another layer, and I like that layer. Okay. Well, when you get people, now hold that thought. I'll leave that up there for a second.
I got you.
When we have people that are free things, what ends up happening is those people with HIV are the ones that turn against them and say that they white and they this and they ain't supposed to do this and all of these other things, which ends up making those persons that are free thinkers, unless you stupid like me and Uncle Mick, that say we still gonna stand here and fight no matter how many darts you gonna throw, right? When you have people that are free thinkers, most of the time they don't have the fortitude to stand and fight. They run off.
Facts.
And so when they become isolated, then what happens is everybody just think that they crazy because this is all that you talk about. Oh, don't listen to him. He crazy. Don't listen to Brother Elliott. He crazy. This Tuesday, right? I can cut it loose a little bit. Yeah, motherfuckers, I've been thinking like this since I was a fucking kid. This ain't no new shit from me. Most of the people that knew me when I was younger, no, man, you ain't never changed. Hell no. The way you talk now is the way you talked then. And shit that I talked about then, the shit I talk about now. If you listen, fine. Some people, oh yeah, I get it, but they don't want to stop and do real. For me, you funny as hell. They don't want to stop and do any real analysis of anything.
Right.
Because what that means is they got to change how they operate.
Fact.
And they don't want to do that because they're comfortable in their oppression. And what we're trying to say is, hey man, we done been through all of this hell and all of this high water and all this other stuff and drowning and burned at the stake and ripped apart by horses and all this other stuff and raped and everything else. And we got to change how we operate. And people don't want to change how they operate because being inclusive has made us comfortable in our oppression.
Facts.
Okay. Well, oh yeah, well, be included. We can sit at the dinner table. We can date who we want to. We can leave the hood. We see when we left examples of what people should have been. Just imagine going back and taking a look at how we dressed and carried ourselves. Now, I'm not saying that they weren't strip clubs and burlesque clubs and juke joints and all that else, but look at what people. Those of y'all that went to go see Sinners. That was a 30s period piece. Where did you see ass and titties at? You didn't. That was a 30s period piece because people dressed. And then, even if it was moderate, whatever they had, shirt, tie, suit, hat, whatever. Yeah, even children.
Yeah, but you know what that is? It's the culture. Just think about
that's what I'm talking about. That's
just
HIV.
Think about right. Just think about from back then to compare to now with TV. Just think about it, how it is more like, don't get me wrong, they had a little kissing on TV, you know what I'm saying? If you really wanted to see the raunchy stuff, you had to watch HBO, Cinemax, Showtime.
That was in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, right?
You know what I'm saying? The rated R movies, that's how you remember Playboy was Channel 21. Yeah. I'm going all the way old school. Yeah, turn boxes. Remember, HBO was 17. I'm not a spring chicken. I
didn't have them channels. No, I'm just
I'm just saying. But this is the stuff that we grew up, and I was a kid when all that was going on. But I'm saying, but this is the culture. Even listen to the music. Look how, man, some of the stuff that's played on radio now, you couldn't do it 20 years ago. Hell, you really couldn't do it. None of that music that's making the airwaves now could not be played up to the 90s.
Red Shoe Diary, man, Lumi, bro. Get off. You're doing too much.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But you have to thought Madonna. Just think about it. Just thought Madonna was over the
naked.
Edge.
She stayed with no clothes.
But compared to now,
oh man, yeah, no, she ain't even.
Just think. Facts, Lummy. Yep, BT Uncut. Just think about
2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
bro.
Just think about this type of video. That's what I'm saying. But what they would show back then at 2 in the morning, their show at 2 in the afternoon.
They play the music. So this is all programming. This is all the propaganda conspiracy programming that we allowed our young people to partake in. It's like we don't even say, you know what, you can't go to bed or go in your room or whatever. We're playing it. I'm a school teacher. Folks come in smoked up, pick their kids.
Listen. When I was in the car, when I was in the school system, same thing. Everybody, some parents are sending their kids to school with the marijuana shirts on, like puff puff pass.
Yeah, all of that.
The marijuana, the flower on the pants. You know what I'm saying? If you went, some kids used to be telling, "No, man, my parents, we smoke weed." You're like, what? Hold on.
No, I take together.
Yeah, and I used to be like, "Hey, man, don't tell on your mom and them in school."
Right.
Some stuff you talking too much. It was like, man, like, dude, that's not in the real world. You can't do that. You will go to prison.
Listen, the video that we showed on Sunday, I hope that you all can get it. There was a brother that's from Newport News, Virginia, right? Mm-hmm. He started after he got out of prison. He was locked up for 21 years. He was supposed to get 174.
Facts.
Okay. Somehow he got out. He's talking to these other young people. And he's saying, and I'm agreeing with what Sister Akila's saying. We need to get back. Yeah, put that up real quick. We need to get back to this village mentally, spiritually, and physically. If we stay ready, we won't have to get ready. And we're not even close right now. And you're absolutely right. So there's a situation that happened. And I'm glad it got fixed today. That's happened, I guess, over the weekend. A young lady, lead that up though, big bro, or we can come back to it. There's a young lady that was 14. Somebody's talking to her. So for some reason, she decided to get out of the house. This is an older guy. Now she's safe now. But my point is this: you're 14 years old. Why are you trying to be fucking at 14? What is it about? How is it that we've lost so much group esteem? And I'm not saying self-esteem. Self is singular. Group esteem, that we don't trust and love our group enough. And we're saying, man, you can't talk to me. I'm grown. You call me at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. It either better be a mental emergency, a medical emergency. If you're talking about sliding through, I'm talking about sliding through too. We be but I'm not be damned about talking to some kid. So my whole thing is this: whoever the one that enticed her to do something that crazy, number one, after she gets checked out, she need her ass whooped at 14. And number two, the person who enticed her need to be dead. Don't matter. I don't care what color they are. Black, white, whatever. She was going all weekend. No Amber Alert went out. Check this out. Anytime, any other thing, apparently from the bit that I've read about it, no Amber Alert went out for this girl because she didn't meet the criteria.
Wow, it's a criteria now?
It's a criteria for a missing child. That you have to have you have to be whatever, and then you can't put an Amber Alert out for her. Meanwhile, some of the community members that I know were out, and one of the sisters that I know, I believe was her teacher or knew her from the school that she works at, said, "Hey, look, we need to find this baby." And apparently people shared enough of the message that she put out that the girl got home safely today. My whole thing is this: at the same time, we go get you checked out and we see what the hell's going on with you, I'm gonna beat your ass because you could be dead. And if you will never see another computer, another phone, you ain't seeing shit for a while until you show me that you can be back inside the village being protected by the water buffalo, and you're not going to be out here having somebody geek your head up for you to run out here and talk about, and now all of a sudden I got scared, and because the girl could be dead. Somebody convinced you at 14 years old to come out at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's some hood infected virus shit. Just like there's another case down in Georgia. This just recently happened. A 14, a 15, and a 16-year-old boy was walking around breaking into people's houses. Just ran and somebody took their lives. And you heard about that? Yeah, now remember that what the case I talked about before, it was 16, 17, and 18. This is 14, 15, 16.
Yeah. Cold-blooded.
And then you want to talk about suing the homeowner. What the hell are you trying to sue me for you having hood infected virus children?
Yeah.
That you don't know what the hell they doing at that age and out that time of night. How the hell you let them get out the house? Masked up with these black masks that they, now they talking about people don't want to at school, we can't wear those masks, those ski masks no more. Well, I don't understand what the hell you got them on in the summertime for anyway.
Come on, family. Them likes ain't matching the views. Let's get them up. Let's get them up.
Yeah, come on, man. Because y'all, we giving way too much food for y'all to be sitting there. And maybe you might be mesmerized, and that's a beautiful thing. But we need y'all to hit them buttons. Let's go.
Hit that button, family.
Yeah, and spread and share.
Spread the love.
Yeah. Because y'all ain't getting this nowhere else. And I know that.
That's a fact.
Okay. So those types of things are what I call HIVs. Now, Uncle Mick added another layer politically, and I got to digest that because I like it.
No, right? Reason I'm telling you that, the hood infected virus, because of that, just listen, man. And I know I'm going to get in trouble. I don't care, man, because I'm at the age, I don't care no more. You know what I'm saying? I can never be 20 again. I have to be 120. But let's just be honest. We got some of these elders who want to brag to these young kids what they used to do back in the day. Oh, I did this and that, not knowing how impressionable they is on the community, on these young fellas.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Even I'm not no saint. Let me be honest. But what I don't try to go brag about, even to my own kids, even to my, my cousins, that when I go around the family, the young ones, I'll be more quiet listening and seeing what they doing when I be hearing the young ones talk. That's what I do. I sit back and be listening. I do more listening than I do talking. I be wanting to see what vibe they on and where they atmosphere at. Then I can say something.
Can breathe on them, right?
Yeah, then I can see. You know what I'm saying? Oh, because sometimes I'm not even finna waste time going back and forth. If it ain't nothing about a good conversation,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And like, I know some people don't like to talk about world politics. I do. I like to talk about history. I don't care about how many women you had or you did this back. You was the man. I don't care about that. What are you doing now? We can all brag about how we was all destructive at one time.
Right.
But what are you doing now? See, sometimes we got to even explain that as even so-called. That's why, I know I'm not no OG. But looking at the OGs, no, you have to be able to come back. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? We want to say, oh, we know we did this. We'll start breathing life back into the community.
And that's the most important thing, because these young people, like that brother in the video that we shared on Sunday, he had maybe about 20, 25 young people in his presence. And he was telling them, man, he went in at 16, come out at 38. Mama was 38, now she 50, 58. Some of the cats couldn't handle the pressure. One of his dogs killed himself. So he doing certain things in order to change the mindset and delivering a message. And part of what he talked about was like looking at the laws. And this is the stuff that we don't tell our young people. You out here trying to get, I'm gonna give me a piece. Okay, you get your piece and it's got a clip, then you're gonna extendo clip, and then you want to do and that automatically what he said, it's across the board, across the country. You get caught with one of them, you get an automatic 3 years. They know it's non-negotiable.
Right. But see, but when you getting young people, they don't understand that. See, thinking
that's because nobody's fucking talking to them.
And that's
all of these clowns out here. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
All of these clowns out here with all of these so-called opportunities to talk to people. You're not telling them what the hell the real deal going on.
Right.
We're losing.
Facts.
We're losing.
Facts.
And Sister Kill just said that a few minutes ago. If the village don't return to and sometimes some of the calves gotta go and some of the old buffalo gotta go. Don't have no issue with that. And we shouldn't. So you gotta understand, sometimes you have to clean house in order to make the house. You gotta throw stuff away in the house. You can't keep everybody in the house. Some people gotta go.
No, you gotta get the infected ones out.
The infected ones gotta go. Now, that might mean we walk them to the swamp and let the gators get them. That might mean we send them over there with the hogs, or walk them to the Amazon and let the piranha get them during the whatever. We need to identify, have the opportunity to change and transform, or be removed. That includes your houses of worship, because them motherfuckers ain't shit either. Because if they not sitting in there, they preaching for you. But how the hell you gonna preach for me to die early?
Facts. Man, listen, this the one to get me. When you die, you gonna get heaven. I want my heaven now.
Every group get their heaven right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this one more time. Look on Lippincott, right where we live at.
Right.
You got one family that's getting ready to have 4 different operations, 2 gas stations and 2 liquor stores. And each one of them gas stations sell liquor. Meanwhile, Miss Leila Harvey McGee, I think I said her name right.
Yes, sir.
And her husband had a store that was a former liquor store further up on Lippincott, right before you get to those apartments around by the lake, by Thread Lake. And they took all the liquor out, was selling wholesome foods and everything else in there. And that damn place didn't last 6 months because motherfuckers wanted to drink. We have lost our goddamn mind. We're losing.
Oh, no, if you look at the condition, you mean to tell me we graduating kids,
bro,
reading at a 3rd grade
can't
level.
even read. They have absolutely no opportunity to further their future.
And where you think that's going to lead to? Where do you only hear in the poor Black community, school to prison pipeline? Like that,
they don't say that nowhere else.
It's like a factory.
That is not.
It's a factory.
So what's a prison is another plantation, right?
Facts.
So they ain't changing nothing. And I don't understand how even with the cats that put in that did stuff that you serve time or whatever, you need to be taking your ass back out there saying, look, I ain't letting nobody else go. I had a brother, and I hopefully we'll still be able to talk to use the move. I had a brother that I'll never forget. He came to my after school program. He was 38 at the time. He said, man, I need to find somewhere where I can give back. I had an after school program called Young Men Destined for Success. And there were 12 young brothers in there. And he was one of the young men's uncles. He said, I've given more time to them than I've had. I'm 38. I've given them 19 years of my life. I want to be able to give something back to a group, and you seem like a cool person. My nephew told me about you. I want to be able to come and deliver a message. And I let him come in and talk. And he was straight up honest with him about what the hell that life is like.
This for you the question, right?
Okay. Chaldean, which means that they can get money based upon the fact that they're considered to be Christians and all that other stuff. And I'm not saying that we should do that, but if you have a woman and a man that put their money up or whatever, however they did whatever they did to open up a store and they didn't sell liquor in it, right?
And don't support it.
And then it's not supported because people in the neighborhood wasn't getting what they want. That's problematic. That's psychotic. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, Sir Gregory, you're absolutely right. What was I talking about before?
Consolidating the ones who bought the gas station.
Oh, yeah. So now you get 4 stores within a 1 mile radius. And they're going to sell gas at one store, gas at the other store, and alcohol in all of them. And that's doing nothing being destructive to our people. Right? But that's the hood infected virus shit.
Yeah, but what we do, we allow it to come in and go down. See, we can't be mad at nobody but ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely, because they're not coming in. We're unorganized. No, we are unorganized, but we're not poor.
Right.
So we only poor when it comes to certain stuff. I don't have paper. I don't have pencil, but I got on $150 pair of shoes.
Yeah. Oh man, when it come time to dress up, okay. I don't know none that can outdress us.
Man. First day of school, first week of school, come in and clean the shit. But I ain't got paper, pencil the first.
Listen, I'm talking about even just think about it. Just let's go back to this. Think about our grandfathers that came from down south to work in General Motors. Couldn't read, but would be sharp when it came time to go out on Fridays.
Yeah, but look at even when they went to work, they was clean.
No, I'm just, but see, because they wanted pride, see, when you ain't came from getting it out the mud. You know, most people don't appreciate stuff if they ain't went and got it. Let's just be honest. you can see it plenty parents that gave their kids stuff, they've been and lost it because they don't appreciate it, they ain't earned it. When you have to really go and earn yours and you get it back, you appreciate it more.
Okay, so then what are we doing to our young people? They getting stuff that they ain't even earned.
Because we grew up with, because we thought, and we thought our parents, when we consider higher, we thought what our parents, and our parents thought what their parents did was hard on them. Just think about it. Like all this didn't just happen overnight.
No.
This was like a days ago. This is what you call being rebellious to your parents. Now, don't get me wrong. You had some parents that did too much. Now, I'm not with when you just whoop somebody's ass because you having a bad day. I don't agree with that. Right. I'm not with because the daddy wasn't with you. You took it out on him,
right?
On the kids. You know what I'm saying? All that play in the game. You know what I'm saying? We have to. Like my mother used to tell me, it's not no book on how to be a parent. And I think a lot of times when people jump out here, we looked at maybe some of the stuff. I believe now, as my parents not being here, I believe what they left me with was survival tools. They might didn't understand it in the beginning, survival skills.
They also left you with, if you came up to as a fairly decent person, regardless of some of the mistakes or some choices, you didn't make mistakes, some choices that you made, they left you skills. Come on. Oh, we was doing some shit. Okay. We was doing something and we got a baby. That was a mistake. There ain't no damn mistake. You was doing something. You made a choice.
Right. You know what you was doing.
You knew what you were doing. You knew the consequences.
Yeah. You leave a boy and a girl in the same room together and they 13 and 14. Keep playing games.
Right. You better
see what happened.
Yeah,
this for you right here.
Well, okay, here we go.
I put it on.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. They would never let that happen. They're not gonna let and they will hire your women.
Facts.
And have them behind the counter. All kind of sexual innuendo towards them, unless you have some people that come in and say, hey, look, that's my little sister. And I've done that. Hey, nope, we ain't doing that. Leave her alone. And unfortunately, she may have lost her job, but I don't care. Hey.
But that's that HIV hood infected virus.
Right. So what did Gregory say was sad is that I was mentoring a young man whose dad was in prison, and he was writing his kids from prison, telling his son how nice it was in prison. He told me he wanted to be like his dad. See, that person right there, what do you do with him? He get a chance to walk out there to the Gators. Wasn't no damn nice in prison. Nothing nice.
But see, because they not telling the truth. Like, you have to tell the truth. This whole thing don't nobody want to tell the truth. We live in a illusion.
Yeah. Yep. The illusion of inclusion.
Right. You think because you can go wear some Gucci's.
Well, we thought that because we could in 63 and 66 and 68 that we can now go and live in the same neighborhoods as them because we was led into that dumbass shit. We done lost everything. We done lost jobs. We done lost money.
Yep.
We done lost the ability for us to take care of ourselves and be independent. We lost everything. Listen to that stupid ass ideology. Yeah, I don't care what y'all say.
But guess who sold us out? People look like me and you.
But
it's the truth.
But they were picked to do that.
Yeah, right, and that's the point. I'm glad you. That's why I say them was more hood infected virus.
Right. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. See, you got me coming around third now.
Yeah.
I got you.
See, but
it was a different type of hood. See what I'm saying? Right. I got you.
Right.
He threw me a curveball and I about tipped another one.
Yeah. No, I know you. Listen, I know you. Shit, you like Pete Rose. You make contact every single time I'm gonna hit the ball.
Fact. Right.
But that's what it is. See, we act like we missed that part. That's what people be missing. We be worrying about little Ray them that's on the block and corner, but we not understanding Ray them. What I ain't gonna say.
The Ray downtown is the one that we got to worry about.
Them the worst one.
The one on the block. We know what they're about. Sure, and most of the time, if you talk to Ray might want to change, especially if you pull Ray under your arm and say, "Look, Ray, I understand you got all of this stuff going on, but I'd rather you come over here and hang out with me and let me teach you some skills. And if I can teach you some skills, then you'll be a better person.
Yeah.
And you'll get something better out of life than what you get it for. Because you know where you headed. Yeah. You know where they're going to try and take you. So let's do something different.
Right. You go get Bartholomew Bartholomew who finally got downtown. You know what I'm saying? They think he did this. You know, Bartholomew, he riding a Cadillac. Not understanding Bartholomew selling your ass up the river.
He's selling you out for real.
So
our young men are growing up too emotional because of what? Now, you got to answer that question for me.
Lummy.
Yep. So you got to answer that question for me. You tell me. Okay, it's more than loss of self. So if we go back to this system where you can go get Section 8 and you can go get, and who is that targeted at? That goes back to what we talk about on Black Watch. We're talking about in the system of Willie Lynch, the focus was on the woman.
Facts.
You as a man, you can't never put your name on the list to get Section 8. You barely might be able to go get. I got a brother and I love him dearly. He's one of my brothers. The only reason why he was able to get housing is because he's a veteran. He couldn't get housing through Section 8. It's very clearly for women. And there are unwritten rules inside of that say the father cannot be, if we give you housing, the father cannot be involved or live on the property. Go look at the movie Claudine.
And them was devils who was writing on policy. And you see what Katie Saban said, more women on homes. But
men. How though? Now, I'm not going to say we're not talking about women who are being hired to work. But you even got to look at that. They're still part of this system, baby. When at one point in time, most of the teachers that we had when we were segregated were Black men. There were some Black women there too. Everybody partook. Clark School was right over here off of 12th and Saginaw. Everybody was it was a community school, which means we had women in there working. We had, whether they were teachers' assistants, we had men in there as Black men teachers, all the way from the principal of Mr. Vaughn, who also knew the first Black mayor here, Mr. McCree.
Yeah, Floyd McCree. Well, she said the system sets males to fail.
Katie. Okay, there we go. So even if more women own a home more than men, why? Because you employ more women. This is the so-called DEI bullshit. You employ more women, and that continues to keep us separate. Yeah, we cannot. It's definitely done by design. Okay, to break up the family unit, our families.
Right, that's what is so crazy. They done did this experiment over 50 damn 100 years.
Man, since 1711, 1712.
Yeah. Breaking want the man in the household.
Right, that's right.
That's like some of the craziest work that you can get.
And guess who helped? When our women was, we gonna burn our bras and all this other bullshit following Gloria Steinem. Gloria Steinem went back to her house to a husband.
But see, they forget to tell that part of the what's
okay. So meanwhile, when our women was out here burning bras and talking about we ain't dealing with our men and we gonna be feminists and all this other crazy shit and broke our families up because feminism didn't work for us like it worked for them. That was done by design. It was very deliberate. So yes, of course, now we got more Black women going to school than Black men. Why? Because what do they tell Black men? The only way you can get out is playing sports or being an entertainer.
Right.
Black women, and then it used to be all of the time when we were going to school. If you go look at the documentation when we were going to school in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and up to the 60s, it was equal amount of number of people that were going to school that were the same color.
I mean, that's why I think they want the culture, like the society. They want this society dumbed down.
Absolutely, man. Do you know? As a teacher, bro, it is so sad.
Facts.
It is sad the level of what our young people don't know.
Facts.
And it's excused. Or I had somebody accuse me today of not teaching their child. Whenever I wanted to have a meeting with them, they were always unavailable. The only
Facts.
thing my kid did was be in your room and drool. Well, that's all your kid could do. And when I wanted to talk to you about how we can help your child, you was unavailable. Please, I wish I run into you if you're out here listening. Come meet me. Let's talk. I ain't gonna be mad, but I want you to understand where you failed. Because if
Facts.
I'm calling you weekly, monthly, I'm having other people, social workers, interventions trying to get in touch with you, and you always unavailable, God damn it, don't blame me. That's your fault.
Facts.
If I'm trying to help your child and you're no help, that eventually what time do you think I'm gonna deal with that shit all year long? Where I gotta sit with your kid for 182 days and leave 30 other young people to figure out what it is because I gotta sit with him and I can't get you to help me?
Facts.
No, you ain't blaming that shit on me. That's you, baby.
That's the point what I was trying to like, and that's the thing. They got us at each other's throats while they creating these laws.
There
That's
you go.
so,
And I
yeah.
shouldn't be mad at no parent, but you shouldn't be. You definitely don't have a right unless I deliberately did that
Yeah.
to say I failed your child when you didn't. What did I say before? If you're not participating in the process, you're not blaming me for a damn thing.
No, it take both.
It's got both. It's all of us.
But see, they created this culture. I mean, this thing, they didn't really, a daddy can't say nothing.
Can't say a damn
Let's
thing.
be honest. Like, since we here, we gonna go. They created it so bad that, even when parents is not together. And I'm not saying, and some people on here probably knew how my mother and father was. They battled. But as I got older, not gonna lie, I thought they was ops coming up. But when my son was born, it was like they was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think they would have conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And when they were, like I say, most of that when it was coming to me, like when they was telling me to try to be a better parent, what you need to do. I'm not saying I was the best, you know what I'm saying? But, certain things, you're supposed to do. But even with the parent, even though, like sometimes, like I done heard mothers were, oh, you can't touch my kid. No, my kids, are you crazy?
Man.
You gonna try to, that's how you try to dumb down the daddy? Even though my parents didn't get along, I'm gonna be honest, and most people, if y'all knew my old man, how he would, he never would say nothing bad to me about my old miss. And I know he couldn't. Now my old miss was something else. He never would go ahead and do that. Would never get off into that. I don't know, maybe over the years he wanted to as he got older. Maybe her sending me over there to him. He was probably like, hey, she did me a favor. You know what I'm saying? He might have did, but he didn't do it to me. And I think that's what parents gotta do. Just because y'all not together, you still gotta do for the kid, all that limit, even because I would get off into it. I get mad, call my mama up, play the little game and stuff. I understand the rules, but how it supposed to go. But what you never do, even if the man not with you or the woman not with you, y'all created this life. At the end of the day, you got to put your pettiness to the side and do what's right for the kid.
Because a lot of times what happens, what I've seen happen is, after a while, dad just throw his hands up.
Right.
Dad throw his hands up.
Oh, because you'll get him,
because you get tired of fighting with you over the fact that you got the law on your side. Yeah. Again, the law's on your side. And I've been through that same shit.
Yeah.
My kids were taken away from me.
Yeah.
I didn't have no contact with my children for the first 3 years that they were taken from me.
I now see they'll play the game, but see, this is stuff they'll let go down.
Right. And then, so when I finally go to court, the person, yo, don't do that anymore. What the fuck you mean don't do that anymore? And I lost all this time with my children.
But see, they don't see us. They think we are on the plantation where we was caught. And let's be honest, a lot of this come from when men make babies and can't keep them. This really came from plantation when they was bucks.
Right. Absolutely, having multiple women with multiple children.
Yeah, that's
the same thing. Absolutely.
This was off plantation. Like, a lot of people don't understand where this come from. A lot of this came from, and it's indoctrinated. You know what I'm saying? It's indoctrinated. Like, it's something, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm just telling you, a lot of this stuff, we got so much, man, we got so many isms in the black community, it's diabolical.
Yeah, it's completely insane. The amount of isms that we have that are really garnering us in nothing at all. They need to be gone. Right?
Facts.
One of the greatest institutions that we're supposed to have in our community is the church. And people don't want to be there because why are you going to tell me you driving a Cadillac and I'm walking with shoes that got holes in the soles?
Oh, you letting the people that's coming, it's going to be election in 2026. We getting busy, brother, too. Watch all the people that's finna be flocking out. It's finna be so much hustling this time next year. The church is finna have open arms, like they finna let all these politicians come in.
No, and you know what? If you keep tabs on them, I'll show up. And guess what? If I show up, you know what's gonna happen. Oh, you're gonna get asked questions.
That's why I'm telling you about
it. Okay. see.
That's what I'm telling you about it, because I know you gonna pop up.
So you got, hey, look, we're gonna pop up over here on this one. Let me know, bro. We there.
You forgot 7-4 got to run.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try and figure. I'm gonna make sure.
Come on, baby, 7-4. It's all of us up this year.
Yeah, no,
all the churches.
Yeah, no, that's good. And I understand where she campaigns at, right, and who she campaigns to. For sure. I don't know who's gonna run.
For sure.
But at the same time, if you're not going to be held accountable, then guess what? And if you're only going to be held beholden to one part of your ward, then that situation's got to be destroyed.
Talk to me.
That situation's got to be destroyed. Now, I'm going to get in touch with the last person. The last person, though, I'm going to tell her, you can't get involved over here.
For sure.
Yeah, Lumi, you needed to tap out all them curves you was throwing. I'm glad Lumi, your ass got out for a minute. You was throwing.
He was dropping sinkers on us.
He was banging us, right?
Hey, I love Lumi. I'm gonna have to bring Lumi on, man.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, man. You got to come on with us one day.
Lumi, we got to bring you on, man. We got to bring you on, man. Let the people see.
Yeah, for sure, man. I like you, bro.
Yeah, man.
As a matter of fact, if you get a chance to give my number so we can link in.
Yeah, Lumi, I'll give it to him.
Okay,
I got his. Yeah,
you got his number.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Come on now.
I know you do.
Yeah, I know man, Lumi. Even though I call him Lumi, his name Lummy, but hey, that's the bro. He been up here too. He been to city council.
Oh, okay.
See, he one of them people who come up here just like Marcia A. Tarver. That's why I have nothing but respect for the people who got to come see this. Hey, Lummy, I'm gonna shoot you his number to you. Yeah. After the show, I'm gonna shoot you the number to you.
And then just text me real quick so I don't think you could try to collect bills because I ain't paying. So text me and let me know. Yeah. And then tell me it's you. Because if not, then I ain't answering this shit. Because them motherfuckers want some money. I ain't paying.
Lumi good people, man. Lumi a real one from down there in Broward County, 954 at your door.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Lumi. He at the bottom. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Listen,
I keep telling Winter.
See, I was procrastinating last year, man. We going on the road. I'm gonna take this 810. We getting on the road because I do want to hit some of these spots, man. Right. I do want to, because I would love to go visit Lumi and Tony them down in Florida. I would love to go hit our people that love us down in New Orleans. Right. Even though, you know what I'm saying, Nicole got people from New Orleans, from Slideville.
Right.
Slidell. I say Slideville. Slidell. Right. You know what I'm saying? I would love to go hit, and we got to hit the West Coast. We gotta hit in California with Marcia Tarverton, man. You know, my good brother Marcus Fielder from Fairfield, California.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta go on the road. We're gonna do something different. We're gonna take this thing on the road, man, because even we gotta go. We got to shoot down there to DC. We gotta go get we gotta go get with Yogi G and honor them. We gotta go down to the nation's capital. You know. Right. And then we gotta hit them first. Then we gotta hit all other spots. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna hit DC. DC gonna be the kickoff, and then we're gonna go from there. I would love to take. I pray maybe I can hit that $1 billion thing. For I could take the whole squad. For we can just. I would love to do maybe a 20 city tour. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I would love to hit the 20 cities, man. I swear. And I'm gonna pray on it. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody say, put it up to God. I'm gonna pray on
what they say, if you pray, don't worry, and if you worry, don't pray.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? That we can really get this thing going, man. Like, because people need to see what's really going on. If it wasn't from the relationship from Anna watching us, to build our relationship with Anna and then got introduced to Yogi and her friend Yvette that came up here to be able to sit up to see what's going on in DC. Like, people don't really understand. Y'all getting it firsthand from people who are in DC.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
DC natives.
Right. So let's look at now. We heard us talk about a lot of things, right?
Facts.
These are all, and I keep on saying, like I said this on Sunday, this is a spider web.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to understand who the spider is and what tails the spider is weaving, right? So if you got the spider and who the spider is and what tails the spider has woven since 1711, 1712, with a person who said, you all are wasting good stock by killing them and hanging them, I'm going to show you how to create a system that is going to allow you to keep them in line for the next 300 years. And then you've had other people who wrote books that said, hey, there's an easy way to break it. And there is an easy way to break it.
Mm.
The system is the one designed by Willie Lynch that was used to continue to make and break a slave. So from there, that's the first line of thread from the spider. First of all, it was capturing us.
Mm.
And we have to understand how that happened too. And I'm going to say it again because you have missionaries who are also mercenaries.
Mm.
All right. So if you all sit around there and I don't care nothing about what your beliefs are, you better go study how those things came to be and how they are in real life. And from there, you had to have a system that you wanted to break families apart. And they did it by, first of all, whenever they had anybody entangled in the web, they also made sure that you separated family groups.
Sound familiar?
Okay. Yeah, I think this is just some sort of joke. This ain't no joke. So if you separate family groups and you put people that speak different languages and different dialects in different groups, and you separate them and you keep them separate, then they can't understand, so they can't respond to the war that's about to happen. So as you continue to break them, okay, you partly feed them, you all the other atrocities that take place. You first in war, the first people that you attack is the women.
Who?
Women.
Interesting.
They're the foundation of any real true culture. So when you hear people going in and all of this stuff that happens, it's not just in African nations too. Don't get that twisted. This happens over there in the Ukraine and Russia and all these other places too, where you got these soldiers coming in. The first thing they do is rape the women because now the women is no longer useful and used as part of the society anymore because she's been violated. Okay, you do the same thing to African women when you entrap them in this system. And you continue to do the same thing to them in one way, shape, or form. You tell them they don't need men, that's propaganda. Men get frustrated and say, well, the hell with it. I'm going to just go ahead on and go out here and do what I want to because the person that I fell in love with and children with has rejected me because this other person over here is giving them a house. And they have also given them food. But they've also taken away my ability to be able to take care of my family. And then what they've done is they've also made sure that women get the houses and the food and the jobs because that also continues to create another rift in the Black family, in the African family. Okay? So if you continue to create these rifts, and then you make them deeper and deeper and more, well, she make 200,000, you only make 60,000.
Yeah.
Not the fact that he's a man and can take care of things. But then you start to give the propaganda and drop the little notions, right? This is a conspiracy that because she makes this type of money, he's less than. So then her girlfriends get around her and they continue it too because they've all got HIV.
Hood infected virus.
Okay. And we ain't going to the council. I like that though, bro. That Ooh, you put something else on my head.
No, just
all right.
Yeah, let it
Okay.
marinate.
All right. Oh, bro, what?
Yeah.
So now you continue this, and then you put on shows. Now let's move fast forward. Now you put on shows, Basketball Wives, all of these other shows Housewives of this,
Alaska,
Atlanta,
Orange.
the Orange County.
Yeah.
But you know, they don't care about white women because white women look at it as entertainment. Black women don't look at it as entertainment. Black children don't look at it as entertainment. I'm gonna say this again. What in the hell is a girl who's 13, 14 years old thinking it's okay to sneak out of her house? What the hell is it for young men, boys, who think it's okay to start to kick in people's doors and think that nobody was going to retaliate and you want to sue? No, you should be sued because you didn't do your damn job.
Mm-hmm. Tell them right there, we're going to have to cut it off, brother.
Okay. So we have to do our job. We have to gather. We have to get out of the web. Mm-hmm. It's an easy way to get out of the web. You just light a fire. It's in all of us. Light the fire and let burn the web down, and let's jump out and go ahead on and circle up put the cabs in the middle. But we got to put the cabs in the middle for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Next time we come back on Conspiracy Tuesday, we're going to talk about move.
Right.
We're supposed to talk about today. But all of this is important in setting that up.
Got you.
Okay. I'm going to see if y'all can connect the dots when we do it.
Move 1985.
Yep, 1985. So if you get a chance to go start do some research on
Philadelphia.
Yep, it happened in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1985.
Because you don't know with me, I might bring this brother on Thursday. We might do something. We might have to do it on Saturday. Yep. You know, because Black Thought, like I say, so keep that. We might be having to come back because I got all the stuff in the back. I just ain't pull it up because where we was going.
Yeah.
When you came with that HIV hood infected virus, you know, you had me thinking. I'm like,
man. See, that's my guy over there.
I got y'all, family. We got y'all, but stay tuned. I don't know. We might be doing this. We might be doing the follow up either today, Tuesday. We might be doing something because it's Council Wednesday. We might be doing something between Thursday and Friday, family. Okay. So just stay tuned.
All right. All right, family. Peace. Appreciate you all. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.